Welcome to the Eyes of Fear, where we're looking at what happens to us when we look at the world through fearful perspective, a fearful lens, a non-godly lens, if you will, and how it can tank our life. We're using as our backdrop Numbers 13. It's the story of the children of Israel as they were getting ready to go, or not go, as it were, into the promised land. We've talked about a number of things so far, and so here's something else that happens when you look at life through the lens of fear. When you look at life through the lens of fear, you will fulfill your own self-defeating prophecies. And what I mean by that is, when you go back to the story, the fear-filled spies returned, and they said that Israel could not overcome the people that were already there in the land. That happens in Numbers 13:31. And you know what? They were right. They were right because if they didn't believe that God could use them and what God was going to do through them, then they were already beat. As a result, they were being honest. They were going to lose if they went into battle. And the same is true for you and I. When we don't believe that God is going to be with us, when we don't believe that we stand a chance, when we don't believe that we can push back against all the problems and circumstances that we're going to face in the future, the outcome is already guaranteed. You're already going to lose. It's not positive thinking. It's powerful thinking. And when you think powerfully, then you are looking at life, drawing upon the power of God, not some kind of feel-good positivity. See, nowhere in any of this conversation that God was having with the people of Israel did he ever tell them they weren't going to have to go fight for the land. That was a bad assumption that they made. It was a bad assumption that they made because, one, they didn't really listen, and two, they just didn't know God well enough. As a result, it got them into trouble, and they were defeated. Not because the people in the promised land were tougher, because they did not have the will to fight. They didn't have an attitude that says, I refuse to lose. Remember, it is not about positive thinking. It is about powerful thinking. And that thinking comes from a relationship that is confident in who God is and what he's done. When you do that, you will look at the world through eyes of faith, not fear. And you'll always come out better at the other end. We'll join you next time and continue this conversation.